Hello viewer, welcome to another interesting edition of Happy Home Half Hour, your favorite family program. And today is a very beautiful day. I believe it's beautiful on your side. But even if it's not so, perhaps as a result of some issues that you are facing in your family, in your home, I believe this program is going to make it beautiful. Trust me. My name is Femi Fafiebi. And as usual, my wonderful marriage counselors are already seated. We'll be talking to them very shortly. But I need to remind you, that life is all about planning. And when you're talking about planning, for the family, that is at the level of a couple, it is very, very essential. And that is one of the things that we were able to, gather from, last week's edition, when we discovered that from the testimony given by one of the couples that we spoke to, it was discovered, that a husband and a wife have to sit down together to plan and agree on so many things, or else that family goes nowhere. So today, on this edition, we are discussing a very, very interesting issue, which is very sensitive to the survival of marriage, and that is infidelity in marriage. I'm sure you want to hear all about it from our marriage counselors. Once again, you're welcome. Sit back and enjoy today's wonderful edition of this program. We'll be back very shortly. You're welcome back. The program is Happy Home Half Hour. And my guests, as usual, Lawrence Kaude Ayodele and Eunice Oluwaseun Ayodele are seated.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am. And let me quickly say very sincerely, I love this dress. It's very beautiful.
Thank you.
And you are looking every inch one, complete, unit of a couple.
Thank you.
On that level, I want to just again remind our viewers that the program's topic today says infidelity in marriage. And before we actually take the questions, sir and ma, how serious would you describe the problem of infidelity in marriage? I want each of you to take it just very briefly.
Really, I can say that is a very, very critical issue in marriage nowadays. I was once in a American seminar where they asked me, is there any husband today that can say that he's faithful to his wife? And I told them it's still possible. I'm faithful to my own wife, so it's a critical issue which we need to address.
Thank you very much, madam.
When we talk of infidelity, is unfaithfulness in marriage, and it cuts across every tribe. Not minding each side, either men's side or women's side, and it's a very problematic situation in the society, whereby the husband cannot trust wholly on the wife, and the wife cannot say, this is my husband, truly from the heart of her heart. And when this issue goes on like that, definitely there won't be dependency, there won't be trust. And on like that, which can demoralize the whole system of a home.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Now, my major question that I'm starting with goes to you, sir. In what way do husbands in the family cause, or bring about infidelity in marriage?
There are so many ways that husband causes infidelity in a marriage. I cannot exhaust the point, but let me just talk on a few of them. In the first instance, when a man has an insatiable passion for sex, he might not be able to go along with his wife. More so, if before marriage they have indulged themselves in premarital sex. That time they have no much commitment. They engage fully in sex. Now when they now married, they are now facing a lot of commitment to life, to make money, to sustain the family, and so on and so forth. Even the wife, we have to take care of the children and some things in the house. She may not have the same time or strength to satisfy her husband sexually. as before marriage. On this note, the man who thought that the things will go just as before will feel cheated. He want to look outside elsewhere to satisfy himself. Secondly, when a man is careless with opposite sex, there's no way he will not fall into that trap. For example, when you are allow yourself to be too much close to opposite sex, maybe as a secretary, maybe as personal assistant, maybe as a colleague in office, maybe as a business partner, and you do not draw the line between you and the opposite sex, you might think that I cannot do it, I cannot fall into it. Before you know it, familiarity brings love. Then they are bound to fall into love, and it will fail. And on the other hand, if a man lacks self-control, I cannot bear with the wife, even if a woman is sex machine. At times, maybe nowadays women will go to their place of work and come back, and the wife was so busy cooking, tired after the cooking, she wanted to rest, and the man says he want to have it, and the man give me time, he may not be able to bear with her. And not only that, maybe when a woman is just put to bed and she needs some weeks, if not months, to recover from that pain or childbirth, some man cannot even wait for that 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month before they begin to climb on them. So if the man says, give me time, he might want to go outside to satisfy himself before the man is ready for him, and that has broken so many homes. So with this viewpoint, I believe we can know that men contribute much to infidelity in marriage, I believe, more than women.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. I think you're just being very frank there, because you have just actually said that men contribute more to why there is infidelity in marriage than women. That's sincerity. Now, viewers, you're watching Happy Home Half Hour. It's coming to you on this channel, as it does every Saturday at about this time. And I believe you're going to benefit a lot, especially from today's topic. In case you're just joining us, it's infidelity in marriage that we are talking about today. Next, my question goes to Eunice Oluwaseun. Madam, do you think there are ways that a woman in the home can contribute, to this infidelity we're talking about?
My personal opinion about that is, there's a common saying that it takes two to tango. And if we really want to curb infidelity, the two parties involved have something at stake.
Okay.
They have duty to perform. Therefore, I believe women too can contribute to infidelity in homes. In the sense that if a woman is in the habit of denying the husband of this sexual act, the interest will not be there for the man, and definitely such a man will go outside. When we talk of denial, I believe men too are not animal. They know how to program, they can plan, they can survey, they know the time the urge will come, and looking at the situation of the woman, they know how to bear. But in case a man doesn't know that, it still lies on the woman to give in, not minding the strength that such a woman has expended outside, maybe to cater or find something for the family. Still have to deny herself to answer to the call of the husband, even if it is in a little way, because your failure to do this will lead the man outside, and if care is not taken, the punishment will be much on the wife. So another way that a woman can contribute is when a wife decides to dress anyhow, so careless about her body, and doesn't really put any value on herself. And when the man goes out, see those who are accurate in dressing, they can show themselves like model, even to the man. The man will be interested and draw closer to those ones, because he is aware that on getting home, get a pack of rubbish. Therefore, if a woman cannot stand by keeping herself keeping a figure and making sure that all what is going to cost her is ready to pay, definitely. She will be contributing to infidelity in the home. Another thing is, maybe the last I will mention, is when a woman is not careful about watching over the husband. If you like, you go. If you like, you come. No loving, no intimacy, no talk of calling the man nearer. Most of the women, they always wait for the man to call. Why can't you call the husband? If you suspect the move, then you say, come, I'm here for you. Then when you give the room, definitely you are copying infidelity in your home. And if this is not done, then the problem will be beyond to solve when the man is out there. So we have to be careful in this area.
Thank you, ma'am. Dear viewer, this program is Happy Home Half Hour, specially designed for you and your family, your home, which is a very, very key aspect of building our nation. And I need to let you know that it is a family counseling and educative program with strategically packaged content by Glorious Marriage International to empower people to build happy and stable homes. You deserve that, don't you? Okay, I'll just quickly like to let you have an idea of what the main objectives and aims of the Glorious Marriage International itself, as well as this program, is all about. First, we have the fact that they want to educate the singles on how to run a successful courtship, which will help them establish happy homes. Secondly, to restore broken homes. Thirdly, to prepare new couples for a peaceful and successful marital life, as well as, finally, to educate couples with a happy home on how to sustain their marriages. All these are based on the strong belief that a stable and happy home will create a favorable atmosphere for children to grow up and become dynamic and responsible leaders of nations and industries. Nigeria needs that at this period in time, because we can all see certain things that are happening, and we know that these children are the future. We need to build them up to be able to take up these roles in the nearest future. The program is Happy Home Half Hour. My counselors, wonderful counselors, I must say they are still very much around. But right now we have to take this break, and very shortly we will be back. Don't you go away. You're welcome back to this program, Happy Home Half Hour. And we have just decided that again today, as we think we always should do, bring you another testimony, as we did last week, about a couple that have benefited in another specific way from the counseling, wonderful counselings that they have been able to receive on this particular program. And after that, we'll come back and continue to talk to our wonderful counselors here. We'll take that break now.
My name is Mrs. Ayodele Bukola.
Okay.
I'm Oluwafemi Ayodele.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Yeah, you.
Let me, throw my first question to you. Your parents are marriage counselors, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. And if you want to look at the value of, that particular job that they're doing, particularly in the lives of a lot of families, how has it, come to bear on your own family?
They've been marriage counselors, it has really helped us, especially during the first year of marriage, and the experiences they've gathered over time has been of tremendous assistance, especially weaving the storms of the early stage of marriage, getting to know each other, little conflicts here and there. So it has really empowered us or enabled us to sail across those stormy periods, and I think we are understanding ourselves better with assistance from them, at least during those stormy periods.
The major challenge is, firstly, when you enter into a marriage, getting to know the man better. So that is the major challenge. Then with time, as you are living together, you get to know yourself better, and with that you live on and you'll be happy when you get to know yourself better.
The first responsibility of a man is that he ought to be a spiritual light in the home. He has to be able to give direction to the home. not just by calculations, but by spirit-inspired directions. So having done that, you should be able to provide for the need of the home. You should be able to provide moral support to your wife. You should be able to encourage your wife, especially with handling of the children. And I believe you should be able to defend the wife, because there will always be aggressions. He should be able to stand in, prevent the wife or protect the wife from external aggressions, and make the wife happy.
Yes, that is a very good testimony, if you ask me, and I'm sure you agree that most of those things that this beautiful couple have said are indeed true. I told you, last week, and I'm going to tell you again, if you need to access those beautiful counsels that you get on this program that others have benefited from, there's a way you can do that. But just hold on, towards the tail end of this program, you're going to get that. And of course, you're going to be getting, some feedback that we received. You're going to be hearing them from members of the public to whom we gave this particular information. I'm going to be repeating at the end of today's program, towards the end of it. You're going to be getting them right here on this program. But for now, we want to get back to some other questions we need to ask so that you can be better informed about what to do when you run into troubled waters in your home. Sir, I'll come back to you. What are the impacts of infidelity on marriage?
Thank you. I can say the area that is mostly affected in marriage by infidelity is mutual trust. The moment either husband or wife discovers that the other party is not faithful to him or her, he or she cannot trust him or her again. I remember one of our radio programs some years back now. After the program ended, a woman called. She asked me a question. Counselor, I've been married for over 40 years. I discovered one day that a lady has gotten a child from my husband. How can I trust him? It took me about 30 minutes on phone to persuade her to say trust him, because if she doesn't trust him, she will create more problem in the family. So in a nutshell, it's not easy to trust someone that has failed you one way or the other. And once there is no mutual trust, love will begin to dwindle. Not only that, then there will be nagging, complaining, this food is not sweet enough, this is not good enough. Even when in bed, you just sit down like a log of wood, you will begin to complain. And not only that, even the cohesion in the family will be affected. Intimacy is affected. And this will bump back on the foundation of the family, unity. And then children will be mostly affected. So in a nutshell, when a family has been affected by this problem, I can call it a deadly problem, the family cannot be the same again, except if the one that is guilty comes back, repents, and assure the other party that he or she will not do it again. And the other party that is aggrieved must sincerely forgive that person. And if I say forget, I may not do just to it, but he or she should not allow that memory to affect his or her love to the other party. That can only save the family from going to ruin. Thank you.
That's quite serious. Okay, we hope that you out there here watching this program would realize how serious the issue of infidelity in marriage that we're discussing today is, and you begin to take a cue from what our marriage counselors are saying. My last question will go to you, ma'am. In what ways can all these problems, or most of these problems that we have discussed, be solved?
If we are to solve almost all, if not all, of the problem of infidelity in homes, there are some steps to be taken. The first one is husband and wife must not deny themselves of intimacy. They must be close together most of the time, except when they are on their duty outside. When they come back home, they should reunite again, strategize, and move ahead. They must be close together. When I say close together, I mean there should be no space between the two, because they are one. And in that essence, there should be room for them to participate actively when it comes to sexual intimacy, not the object, the subject of one person. The two of them must actively involve in this act, and this will bring them together solidly, and they'll be able to move on. Then opponents too, they should be able to chat and expose their secret being, what is inside of them. When they do this, definitely they will be able to move along and kill the deadly giant, which is infidelity. Another thing they could do is that they should not allow third party to have chance in between them, not even the in-laws. They should agree together on how to treat their in-laws, on how to handle the children. Even children should not even come before them, between them. When they do this, definitely they move along and infidelity will be dealt with severely. Therefore, the two of them have duty to do, and once they are ready to do this, then there won't be that intimacy. Then the husband should be satisfied with his wife, in the sense that if you have married a tall person, let that tall person satisfy you. If it is short, go along. If it is fat, go along. If it is thin, don't look elsewhere. When you are satisfied, even on bed, then you will kill this giant. Thank you.
Okay, very good. You just said it now, that a man should be satisfied with his wife. What about the woman?
Normally, as I've always been saying, it takes two to tango.
That's right.
Once I said the man,
of course, it applies to the woman.
And most of the time, women are always contented with women.
Well, that is subject to debate, man. Okay. Now, viewers, the program is still Happy Home Half Hour, and our guests are Lawrence Kaude Ayodele and Eunice Oluwaseun Ayodele, wonderful marriage counselors. I'm sure their counseling must have been benefiting you in one way or the other. Now, I just have to quickly tell you about a couple of people who sent in, one of them actually sent in a comment while the other sent in a question, and I'll just quickly take them before we round up. The first one is from Raymond OJ. He lives in Festac Town, and he says, I love your program because what the couple you interviewed last week said about a joint account for husband and wife has given me and my wife solution to a crisis we were experiencing. That's very nice. It's nice to hear that. And then the second one is a question. It says, my wife has never one day requested for sex from me, and I'm not happy about that because it makes me feel as if I'm bothering her each time I ask. Should I just continue to ask, or should I raise the issue with her? Bolaji Atobatele from Surulere. Ma, I don't know if you'd like to respond to that.
The issue there is, when it comes to sexual intimacy, the husband takes the lead in most homes. But the best scenario should have been an open play where the husband can ask, the wife can ask, because it is for the two of them.
That's right.
And so when a woman fails to answer or to ask, the husband takes the lead by asking. If your wife is answering you as you ask, you must note that she too has the mind.
Okay.
But when you are asking every day and she's answering you every day, definitely you must know she has the passion. Then through communication, you can take it up with her, and 1 or 2 times, I believe, such a wife will ask you. It is not a sin for a wife to ask her husband for sex. It's not a sin. But traditionally, women see it as somebody asking for that, as somebody that is wayward. No, it isn't. The best thing to do is you go straight, and there are lots of codes you can use. I'm here for you, I'm here for you, then here, there, then the language will not be that open one. Once the wife is dressing up and is just showing faces, the husband should know that the wife is asking.
Interested.
It may not be a verbal
Request. Okay, thank you very much. I believe actually that the only setting in which this could be wrong, that is a woman asking, should be when it is not in a marriage arrangement. Perhaps, I believe. But if it is in a marriage, setting, I believe what she said is the right thing. A woman can ask. The man should ask more than the woman, because it is, always been like that. Now, we have to start rounding up. Our time is far spent, and I want to thank you in particular for being there, because without you, we cannot be here. We wouldn't even be here. Now, before we go, let me quickly remind you that this program, is interested in growing up, if I can put it that way, in terms of time that we spend here. And what we need to do that is more money. We're talking finance here, and we are believing that someone out there, perhaps you, hearing me right now, may be in that position to support us financially, so that we can spend more time here and we want to talk about all those details, those little details that can make your home beautiful and wonderful and a heaven on earth. Now, if you want to do that, just simply get in touch, with the marketing manager, Glorious Marriage International. You can use his phone number 070-55-279-769. Once again, that number 070-55-279-769. And when you do that, I believe you are taking the right step. You will be contributing alongside Glorious Marriage International to help stabilize homes across the nation. Because sincerely, a lot of homes are facing serious challenges at this time, and we need to come together to overcome those challenges so that our nation can be stable. Now, just before we go, we always say it, that if you want to send your comments and questions, just type HH, leave a space, type your question or comment, and then you send to 35140. Again, you type HH, leave a space, type your question or comment, and then you send to 35140, and we're going to receive it here and attend to them. Now, as we do here, that happy homes make a peaceful and stable nation. If you want Nigeria to be stable, to be happy, then make sure you're always there for us. We are here every Saturday at about this time, 11:30, and then we rub minds together, we talk to our counselors, we reflect whatever you have on your mind, and then it's a happy affair. See you next week. My name is Femi Fafiebi. I must say thank you to you, sir, and Ma, for again making our time and putting in a lot of effort today.
Thank you. God bless you.
See you next week.